decided to do a live. I got to make a cube set. I've got just a couple hours to make this. Can I get it done? Can I get it done before my kids get home from school? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna make a live cube set. So I'm also trying this on a vertical. I don't like vertical. I don't know. Is it just me? I guess most people do watch their phone like vertically. If I'm gonna watch something, I put it horizontal because it zooms. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I got a cube set I need to get out in the mail tomorrow as soon as possible, as soon as the post office opens, and try to get it to New York by Friday. I think I can do it. But the cool thing with this cube set is I don't have to do any laser engraving. So it's going to be fairly simple. Cut, stain, and then once the stain dries, I can package it up, do some sanding to it beforehand, and that's it. So anyway, we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see what happens. And can I get this cube set done in a couple hours? I think I can do it. But we'll see. See how many missing parts. That's one thing I'm going to look for right now. So I'm going to swap this camera around. There we go. Ooh, there's the mess. Mess is everywhere. Put some light on, and we're going to start at the miter saw. What's over here? Ooh, I don't have any. I'm glad I bought that. Shoot, what I don't have is steaks. I'm going to have to make some steaks. I got to get rid of these stupid things, these alarms. I bought them. I didn't return them on time. Ugh, fun stuff. And I got to pull up YouTube here. Hold on just a second. Pull up my channel here, pull up the live, say hello if any. Hey, what's up, Dan? Pull up my channel here, pull up the live, say hello if any. Hey. Cool. Nice to see you, Dan. All right, let's get this board out of the car and get to cutting. Get some light on. Oh. Alrighty. Hopefully, oh good, they didn't mark this one up like crazy. Good. My roller stand is off track a little bit. That should be good there. All right. Start with the easy part. This one's crap. I got shit everywhere. I gotta stop swearing. YouTube doesn't like it. Whatever. Fuck them. I'm not monetized. May never be. And that's cool. Alright, so we'll set that to right on 0. We'll give it some power. And we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're not monetized yet either? Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get there. And honestly, I don't necessarily care. Like, would it be nice? Sure. Make a few bucks from hanging out with people and chatting and making stuff, but I really don't care. Because the real value I get out of, especially doing lives, is the troubleshooting part of it. When something doesn't quite go as planned, I get free advice out there. And then some of the things like on the Scrapter days, which I didn't get to do yesterday, I got super busy with a bunch of other stuff and didn't get to do my live. But the stuff I make there, if it's worth selling, I get to put it on my Etsy shop, and there we go. I can make some money that way. This is still it's off just a hair. Like I got to raise it up about a half an inch. All right, let's see if we can do that. Raise it up about a half an inch or so. The problem with this roller stand I have is the handle broke off of it years ago. So I have a C-clamp I use to lock it in place. Am I doing that the right direction? Yeah, I am. Okay, so I need to raise that up to about there. Let's see if that works. Come on. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll talk to her later. I'll shoot her a message on Facebook. It's one thing I don't like about using my phone as my... Cool, am I still on here? Sorry about that. My daughter called me. When she called me the second time, I'm like, well, it must be something important. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, what's up, June? Keith, man, I'm sorry I missed your first live. I was at a band competition. I think. Either that or I was sleeping. If it was Sunday morning, I was sleeping. I actually slept in Sunday. Yeah, no, my daughter called me. When she called me the second time, I was like, ooh, this must be important. Somebody hit her car. It wasn't any major damage, and she wasn't in the vehicle. And she wasn't like freaking out, but she's like, oh, somebody hit my car. Now my bumper screwed up, and one of my headlights has kind of popped out. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll send me pictures. I'll contact the insurance company to see if it's worth filing a claim. She's got a slightly older Kia Optima, but it has almost a brand new engine in it. The previous owner got it repaired or replaced under warranty. So the car is worth it, but I don't know that the insurance claim would be worth it. All right. So I've got to cut all my cubes. Where are we at here? What time are we starting this? We're starting, we'll say it's at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Oh, it was Friday. Why I didn't get a notification? What the hell? Oh, Friday I was at a football game. High school football game. When's your next one? Because I want to check out your live. All right, so I like to trim off 1/8 of an inch off the bottom because it's always a pretty nasty cut and it's not worth sanding it. Oh, I need my hearing protection. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, so set that to cube. Hey, I think I finally got this leveled out. I'm not getting any kickback. That's cool. That time I got kicked back. That was scary. Why'd that happen? Shouldn't have. Move these over. Job hunting, huh? Is this a sick of your old job or just looking for a better opportunity? Those. Got my 10 cubes. Now I just need the king cube. King goes all the way to there. Oh, that worked out perfect. That's a little ugly. No. No, don't like that, but I'm going to cut off this bit. No, I'll just sand it. I'll just sand it. Okay. That doesn't have any ugly bits, does it? Not really. Okay. Works out to be almost exactly 3 kings. Or 2 extra kings with the leftovers. I can use those for kings later. I'll throw them in the scrap bin, though. That's where scraps go. Try to retire, then your pension tank. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, I have not done well with my retirement savings. That's for sure. I mean, my TSP should be about $500,000 when I retire. It's not where I wanted it to be, but shit happens. If I can ever get my VA benefits up to 100%, that'll be my retirement, regardless of what happens with my job. Okay, so now I gotta drop my 45s. So I don't know if I showed this on the video when I made the cube set, but I've actually gotten pretty good at making these cuts. Let's see if I can get the camera here. Okay, it's a little bit better, I guess. So take your speed square, line it up to the corner, and it really doesn't matter how long you draw that. I mean, you want that line to go past the middle. Then flip it over. Do the same thing on the other edge. Now you can go to the center. Now you know where your center line is. So you can mark that. And then Take your speed square, go from the center line out to the other line, flip it over, do the same thing again. And really, you only need this line. You really only need this line. Don't really need that line, except it shows you the depth of cut. And then just rinse and repeat. And it helps to be ambidextrous when doing something like that. I had to call my grandmother. It's her birthday. So mark these lines. And I think in the video I did a depth stop. I don't do that anymore. These lines tell me how deep to go on the cut. And I'm comfortable enough with the saw to do it without a depth stop. And doing a depth stop on a 45 that's this deep sucks anyway. So if you're going to try to make a set like this, of course the top you can do any way you want to. I've seen people do nothing on top, square top, or square spires or whatever. I do the pointed ones. I kind of like that look. Cool. Now that I've got all those marked out, I'll grab my spacer block, which is right here. So one thing with the other way, with cutting at a 45 on these 4x4s, you need to pull the board away from the fence, or else you're not going to get the full depth of cut. And same thing when I do the relief cut around the edges. Unlock that, put it at a 45. Okay. And set that. Cool. And clamp that in. Shoot, I gotta move the fence back a little bit to clamp it. Okay. Clamp up in there. All right. She's clamped. Cool. I guess I can zoom back out now. You guys didn't see any of that. Hey, what up, Dad? All right, so yeah, I'm live on a Monday. I had today off. I did a bunch of running around. I didn't do a live yesterday, and I have to get this coupe set out to this customer tomorrow morning because they need it in New York by Friday for a photo shoot. Or they said a shoot. I'm assuming it's a photo shoot. I don't know. It was a weird request, but I took it. They wanted a discount because I wasn't doing, they didn't want the laser engraving on it. And I said no, because it's a rush order. Normally I give, I think, 5 days or 1 week to get an order out. But they needed me to do it basically in a day. So no, I'm not giving you a discount. Whatever, they paid for it. So the key to doing a cut like this at a consistent depth, and actually I did pretty good there. So there's the back side, went right to the line, the front side right to the line. It's just practicing sliding that without pushing or releasing the tension on it. It's not hard to do. The hard part comes in is nothing is perfectly square. and I'm going to end up doing some little fixes here and there. Actually, that worked out pretty good. Cool, it stayed on the line. The other thing too is to get the blade started, right? And then get the blade to slide in because it's curved, right? So you're not getting the full depth of cut until you slide that blade in a bit and then see where, to make sure you don't go too deep on your cut. If that makes sense. So this set of cuts work pretty well. Let's go with the bottom cuts. Same thing. Just get the tip of that blade right at that line, just a hair below it. And my whatchamacallit is in the way. My clamp. No biggie. Slide this out some more. Actually, I can get rid of that auxiliary fence altogether. There we go. Now, don't do the stupid thing and start your blade with it in the block. Don't ask me how I know that's a stupid idea. I almost lost an arm doing that. Yeah, that might be my best talk yet. Almost perfect. Sweet. I guess squaring my blade really helped. All right. Here's a thought for you all out there in YouTube land. I have all these little cutoffs. A lot of pyramid-shaped ones, some weird sort of parallelogram ones. What can I turn that into? I mean, I guess I could stain them different colors and match them up and do some kind of mosaic. But that's what I end up with for cutoffs. And I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to make something out of that. I'm not sure what though, what that could be. All right, on to the, sander. Get these sanded. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do my top relief cut. And normally it would be about the letter. I think it's, I forget how many centimeters it ends up being, but it's about at 8 inches. We're just going to go with that. Sure. Wherever that is, right there. Actually, I want to draw a line because I want to see if it's going to match up all the way around. So, roughly there, wherever that is. Now that I have this more square, let's see if it's going to actually line up all the way around. And again, you can set a depth stop, but not really necessary. No, this is going to be off a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's walking that way. Okay. So I'm going to take it by 1/2 degree. So what I did was set the tooth right in that notch that's right up against the line, and then walk that blade down. On the exit, would it be in the same spot? It wasn't. It was to the left of the line a little bit. So on my side, I have to set it about 1/2 degree off. And now this is going to be interesting. It's there. Oh, looks like it's going to line up. Okay. Whew. Look at that. Perfectly matching at the end. So I am like 1/2 degree to the left to get that cut made, even after squaring this thing. So that tells me that something else is not square. And maybe it's this. That's quite possible. That might be doing it. I didn't see the video of the live yet. No, I haven't. But I will make a point to watch that. Well, actually, no, it was like 9 minutes long, right? Excuse me. About Sundays doesn't seem very likely. No, I think the board behind it is not straight. I think that's what is causing it to be off by 1/2 degree. Because I squared that fence up pretty good. So it's fine though. At least I know that it's how I need to make an adjustment for that. So yeah, as far as the lives, like I'm kind of the same thing. Like I don't want to step on anybody else's toes. But you have people that jump from live to live to live anyway. So just do you. Like whatever is convenient for you, whatever works best for you. And you'll get your regulars, you'll get other people, and it'll just kind of organically happen. All right, so I don't really need to move that. Man, I've got to grease the freaking bearings on this thing. Whew! That's a bad sound right there. Hopefully it lasts me through this cube set. All right, we're to sanding now. Yay. Oh yeah, Dad, if you're still there, it's Lynn's birthday. Might want to say happy birthday. I still got to call her. So my 14-year-old daughter is way smarter than me. I asked her to sand a set of these, and I would just sand the edges. She's rolling all the way around doing the corners. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Two more. This is real exciting. I'm sorry. Sweet. And with that, the set is basically done. Yeah, it does sound like her because I got to figure out where I need to oil that thing, where I need to grease it. All right, so the majority of the work is done. I need to stain those. I'll wait till the dust dies down a minute before I stain that stuff. Oh, I need to make the batons. So back to the saw. So that took all of 38 minutes. 38 minutes to cut, shape, sand a cube set. In another 10 minutes, I'll have the batons done. And then it's a matter of staining, so just waiting on stain. So without doing any laser engraving, in under an hour, you can make a cube set. And I recommend adding it to your store if you have a shop presence somewhere. I don't know how they would do at like craft shows and things like that because they are pretty expensive. But I think this year total I've got $1,900 in sales on these things. It's pretty good for one item. Oh, sweet. That out of the way. All right, so I got to make a choice here. I got to make a decision. Because I don't have enough. Shoot, do I have any extra? Please tell me I have some extras kicking around someplace. I don't. Do I have any kicking over here? Nope, not the right diameter. Well, shoot. That sucks. So I need 6 batons. I've got 48 inches worth of material here. Stake, cube, baton. Baton is way out here. What is that length? I think it's 11 inches. $10 inches. I'm going to have to go to the store and get some more of this because I don't have any more. Not of that diameter. Not of that. I thought I had some extra baton pieces in this drawer because I had cut a bunch of extras. But I guess I've gone through them all. Oh, that sucks. I don't have any over there, do I? Nope, not the right diameter. I got big fat one, big fat janks, and I got little skinny janks. I don't have the in between. I don't think I have any in this scrap bin here. Nope. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have a lathe. Then I can make my own. Oh well. That just means later when I need to run to the stove, I'm going to have to go get some more. Yep, I don't have any other that I knew I should have got a 6-foot piece or an 8-footer. But get this, okay. So at Home Depot, 1.25-inch dowel, pine dowel, for a 4-foot piece, $6 and we'll just call it $7 for a 4-foot piece. So what does that work out to be per linear foot? $1.75, right? No. 7 divided by 4. Yeah, $1.75. $1.75 a linear foot. They have 1.25-inch dowel that's 20 feet long to do handrails. It's still the same pine dowel. $2 and some change per linear foot. Make that make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. So I thought I had some, and I would only need the 4-footer, but it turns out I was wrong. So I'm gonna have to go back and get some more. All right. I still plugged in over there? I am. That's right. My son needs driving hours, so. This will become the top of my pumpkins. Then I need to get to those customers. Let me just double check, make sure I don't have a piece of this kicking around, because if I don't have to run all the way to Lowe's or Home Depot, I don't want to, because it's a drive. It's about a 40-minute drive. I don't really want to, because I've already been there once today. Darn it. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, I've got 11 people watching. Holy crap, everybody say hello. Who's here? We are making a cube set in record time. Except for the part where I don't have enough material. So that cuts on the time a bit. Ooh, I have a box too. Sweet. I need a box. All right, so the batons are about 10 to 11 inches long, 1¼ inch to 1½ inch dowel. If you can get oak, it's better. Poplar, not very good. Pine is a good medium. And what I like to do is take it over to the sander and just bevel that edge a little bit, round it off just a hair for splinters, and just because it feels better when you're tossing the batons. Make a dial on the router table. I'm not sure what you mean by that, VLC. What do you mean, make a dial on the router table? You mean make a dowel on the router table? I don't know how I would do that. It'd be awesome if I could, though. Do I have the right bit for that? Ooh. Ooh. Man, that would take a lot of precision cutting. But I like that idea. Yeah, round over bit. Do I have the right size, the right diameter? Or radius, rather? I think my biggest radius... Ooh, I might. Can I make it? It'd be off just a hair. I'm going to think about that for the next time. Maybe I just need to get a different bit. That's a good idea, though. I like that. Okay. All right. 2/3 of our batons are done. Just have to go get the other material. The last part with this, besides the staining, is making the stakes. So back over here, and I've got a mark for that too. I just got to find the right dowels. Hey, Ray and Sandy, how's it going? So we're gonna cut. I've got some dowel right here. Yeah, this will work. This is poplar dowel. This is fine for making the yard stakes. Now, there's a couple different ways I can do this. Well, let me cut them to length first. All right. So to make them pointy, what I usually do is take them over to the belt sander and just grind them down. I think I'm going to try to at least start the cut on the bandsaw and then take it to the sander and just smooth it up a little bit. Should take less time that way. What is on your face?
Oh, yeah. Alex found a permanent paint marker.
Okay, that's cool. And then also the bandsaw I got to cut. So I cut it perpendicular notches in the ends. So the twine that I attach to it, I can lock down in those grooves, and then it all stays together for the marking stakes for the marking area. It's 5 meters by 8 meters, which works out to be about 15 feet, 16 feet, 15. I'll have to do the math again. By 26 feet, or 2 13-foot lengths. Anyway, making dinner. Wifey says, like, what's the noise? Oh, miter saw, yeah. I'll get a conduit reamer. I mean, not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm just going to go and pick some. I mean, it's literally going to be, as soon as I get home, I cut, sand it a bit. That'll be the last thing I throw in the box. But for now, let's take it to the bandsaw on the floor because I don't have a better place to put it. Yay. So, I'm going to make a stand for some of these tools, router table, bandsaw stuff, so I don't have to work on the floor. Today's not that day, though. And I very rarely use this bandsaw. I basically just use it for this project because it's a cheapo PowerTech. Doesn't have a lot of power. It's a small bandsaw. One of these days I'll have a big boy. Can do some real work, like actually resaw boards and stuff. But for things like this, it works. Oh, giant pencil shaper. Well, that's basically what I do with the whatchamacallit, the sander, is use it as a giant pencil shaper. All right. So crackle and pop, go my knees. Oh, I'll just take these to the sander and clean them up just a little bit. Not too bad. I mean, not perfect, not even close to being equal, but hey, someone's going to judge me by the yardsticks I made. Oh, well. All right, so back to the sander. Back to the sander for just a minute. Okay. You got me. All right, let's move the scrap pile. All right. That's a heavy box. So, there, I don't know, freaking paperwork. I gotta find my string for this too. Later, VLC. Enjoy dinner. I gotta figure out what dinner is. Let's see here. So, string, where did I leave it? There we go. So I find this thin twine works really, really well. And I gotta find my knife. Where are we at? Excuse me. We're 1 hour down. 1 hour down into this project here. Now I've marked out on my table saw from the edge a 3 foot mark. So actually I've got to put this in here. Now let's tie the knot first. Tie knot. Put that in the groove. Just pull it down. There we go. And then from there, I go 3, 6, 9, 12. Then over here on the regular measuring bit, another foot, makes 13. Tie a knot about at that 13-foot mark, plus or minus a centimeter or two, isn't really going to make a bit of difference. Wow, I got all twisted up today. Really twisted up. So take it and just wrap it So wrap that, grab the next one. Wow, I was off I did not make 90 or perpendicular cuts there. Tie another knot and the next bit of string here. Twine. Pop that in. So the end is coming out that side. Pop it in the other just to continue this string down because this is a 26-foot side. So 2 13-footers with a peg in the middle. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 13. All right, tie the knot there. This one gets put into one last one. So that makes one long edge right there. I just take that, wrap around both of these. And the loose one, I'm going to add the 15-foot part to the perpendicular side. I think it's 15. Let me look that up real quick. It's been a minute since I built one of these. It is 5 meters by 8 meters. So 5 meters, 5.47 yards. Yeah, it's 15 feet, 16 feet. Let's see here, 5 meters. 16.4 feet. I think I rounded to 16 just to make it easy. So 16. All right, so tie a knot. And then let's put it in there. Perpendicular. Oops. I'm really curious what this is being used for. They said a shoot. Let's see. 3. Like, what does that mean? A shoot. Oh, getting all tangled here. Oi, this is not going what I want it to. Let's put that down there. 3, 6. Like, are they shooting a commercial? Is it for pictures? 9. I'd have to ask. 12. 15. 16. 16 foot. I mean, I've had some interesting people or interesting customers when it comes to these things. One, it was a wedding gift. Odd wedding gift, but cool. That works. I think they played it at the wedding too. Or it was a groom's gift maybe? I don't remember. One was their parents were from Sweden, perhaps. But it's a game that the parents recognized, or in-laws anyway. So that was a birthday gift. That was pretty cool. And then we've got this one that's part of a shoot. And I had one customer who didn't need a whole cube set, but just one cube, because in a move they lost it. They lived in England. So it's traditionally not a 4x4. It is. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't want to put that in there. Because that's the cross piece. Okay. Yeah, it's like 2¼ inch by 2¼ inch, or 2½ by 2½ inch. I forget what it worked out to be. It's in centimeters though. And so they sent me a picture of one of the other pieces they had. They took measurements in centimeters, which was great. And so I made them this one cube out of maple, because that's what most closely matched the wood that they had. 2, 6, 9, 12, 13. But just to send that one little block to England cost like $30 some odd in shipping. Like, I think I charged them $5 for the actual piece, and then the rest of the cost was all shipped. It was ridiculous, but they were happy. They got to play their game again. So yeah, I've had some interesting customers. One guy bought like 3 sets off of me, and then one, I had this doctor, the psychiatrist, get a hold of me. He created a game based off of Mulkey and Cube. It's like a mix between the two games. And actually, I need to get him some replacement pieces, because what I came up with wasn't exactly what he had in mind. It was close, but we're making some adjustments to it. And yeah, it was just kind of a neat thing. Mulkey's, I'm going to do a video on that. That's that'll be a fun yard game to play, and then maybe sell some sets next year. I had never heard of it before, but it's another like Swedish yard game. 3, making a cube set. You need to drive me to Walgreens so we can get your meds.
Why?
Because they're ready for pickup.
Why do I have to?
So you can get an hour or so worth of driving. 9.
Well, I'm gonna eat first.
That's fine. It's going to be a little bit until I'm ready to go. 12.
You making a video or are you just?
Yeah, no, I'm doing. Well, no, I'm doing it live.
Oh yeah,
Well, no, yeah. Hey, we're also going to have to go to Home Depot too,
Why?
because I need to get more. More of this. I didn't get
Why
enough.
not just Lowe's?
We have to go to Chesapeake.
Why do you think it's just?
It's at that. It's the
on
Cedar
that
Road.
floor?
The Cedar Road is the Walgreens that they sent it to.
Just do the one on Lowe's Street.
Because that Walgreens is even worse than this Walgreens.
What's wrong with that?
It's Elizabeth City, Caden.
Right.
It's a pretty crappy Walgreens.
The crappiest Walgreens you have.
It's not the worst, but it's
Certainly not the best.
certainly not the best. So yeah, probably in about 30 minutes.
Well, 30 minutes is barely enough time.
Okay. Well, they close at 6, so no, not 6, 7. Sorry about that. So 16 feet. All right, last bit here. This twine goes forever too. I've made a bunch of sets out of this. So let's talk about, in just over an hour, 3, 6, 9. Hold on, almost there. 12, 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Yeah, I'm that old. I remember my Schoolhouse Rock. So in just over an hour, we've done all the work to make a cube set, minus the staining, but that's really no time at all. And I'm only staining one of the sets of 5 cubes. The other one's staying natural. They didn't even want it burned, which is a shame because I like doing the burning. But did all that. Just over an hour. About 20, we'll call it $27 worth of material. I think it was 24 and some change. I'm gonna have to get another another one of these. Maybe 50 cents, $1 worth of twine. A little bit of stain. Your other expendables, right? So we'll round it up to 30 bucks. And I sold this set for $110. After Etsy's fees, that left me with $100. And what I'm actually getting from this is about $75, I think. But I pay for advertising on Etsy. So that's my advertising fee since the last time I sold something. So 30 bucks worth of materials, an hour and a half worth of time. We're talking $45 profit there. Not bad, $45 for an hour's worth of work. When I sell these locally, it's even better because I don't have to deal with Etsy. So, yeah, that's my live for today. I'm going to head out to go get another one of these dowels, finish this set. Oh, the other part of the cost. Sorry, there is one other bit of cost here, which is the case. So this fabric basket right here at Family Dollar, $4. And it fits the set perfectly. You get 4 blocks, then laying on top a king cube, the other 2 cubes, and then in between the blocks you can set the batons, and there's a space for the the stakes to go in there. Works out to be perfect. Goes just to the top of this, so this all fits in a box. Shipped just like that. Beautiful. So we're looking at anywhere from $30 to $35 worth of materials, and then yeah, sell for roughly $100. Pretty good profit. So cool. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. You guys enjoy the rest of your Columbus Day, your holiday, if you are enjoying that. And I will see you guys Wednesday. I'll do my regular Wednesday live, and then this week we have a competition this weekend, so I'm going to try for Sunday. In theory, should be good to go for Sunday, but we'll see. Probably do it earlier on Sunday. I'll do it in the morning instead of trying to do it after the Patriots game. That didn't work out very well. And so we'll figure out. So I know exactly what we're going to build too. Something I had found on Pinterest, I think my wife had sent me. I don't remember, but it'll be pretty cool. We'll be able to use the scraps for that. So make that, give it away, maybe sell some on Etsy. So thanks for hanging out. Have a good afternoon, and hey, go make something.